Hello there, Aquarius. Welcome into your mid-March 2025 money and career tarot reading. I do want to apologize briefly for being a bit late getting this out for you. I'm always feeling this game of catch-up coming back to be for me. But anyways, we're beginning with some pre-pulled money career oracles. But before we jump into the main three that plopped out, I do want to show you these two cards, not feeling like the main energies, but definitely playing into your month somehow. Now, they're saying that your ability to easily adapt to certain people, situations, accomplishments, that's shining bright at this time more than ever. Your ability to easily and naturally be a leader that other people need more than ever, even, the leader in regards to your own self, your own path, and your money and career matters. That's a part of this time, and it's leaving you with abundance in different forms, and part of which is financial rewards. And so I find that this is a time, Aquarius, where they're saying very, very clearly, you're seeing evidence of the fact that your hard work is paying off. It's the sense of you putting in the effort very consistently, or at least for the most part, when you intuitively or spiritually feel it's the right timing to do so. But it's this feeling of you not having to and not choosing to force it. And so this is going to leave you with wiggle room. It's going to leave you with easy, passionate success. It's going to leave things flowing in your favor, as they're saying very clearly in the remainder of this month, even, a bit before the viewing of this reading, because again, I'm a bit late, you are going to see the wheel turning, fortunately, in your Aquarian favor. Absolutely beautiful. But I feel as if the passion that you are feeling at this time for something you're continuing feels to be, I'm hearing miraculous, encouraging. It feels inspirational and magical, all right? And so they're saying, why are you more than ever feeling maybe not attached, but connected to what you're continuing, where maybe the passion comes and it goes. It's understandable, you know what I mean? Especially when you do something a lot. For me, it's doing these readings, and I have to remind myself why I began this business, these platforms to begin with, to help people, you know what I mean? Being a huge part of my individual destiny. And so there's something about your helpful nature, no shocker there. But it just is this feeling of you as in being drawn to an interesting image of a butterfly. There's levels of transformation that you have personally gone through, and even transformation in regards to what you're continuing. Let's just say your career path as a whole, within a situation or two. And it feels like this is, again, shining bright. You're shining bright, you're wanting to put yourself out there more selectively, strategically, and when you actually trust yourself and you do so, you reap the rewards, the benefits because of it. You see progress, coming to be. You start to see, again, your hard work paying off. But there's a huge focus, for whatever reason, on your financial stability, whether you feel you have part of this within your life at this time or not. And so I feel like they're saying, you're kind of in this mindset way of being and approaching things where there's more ahead, but you're extremely grateful for what you do have currently coming in and maybe already saved, stepping into this period financially. Excuse me, I do sense that some of which are going to be thinking about spiritual activity at work or maybe at home or both. As it does remind me of how where I work as a server has a very haunted, let's just say the whole place is quite spiritually connected here in California, but there's one room in that restaurant that is quite haunted. Customers have experienced it. Anyways, but being discovered is also on the board because, my friend, people are paying close attention to you. People are stumbling upon your work, your creations, your developments, and as I said that really weird, and you're going to find that this really leaves you with solid progression, all right, growth. Let's just say again, you gaining abundance left and right. It also just feels like there's something about there being the winds of change in the midst of the remainder of the month, where you can't help but feel like that job situation is changing a lot, especially behind the scenes. and it doesn't feel satisfactory. It doesn't feel ideal. I feel you're being reminded for some that you need to make a switch up in the future, or there's something about you wanting to make sure a situation gets off the ground more so, or gets to a certain point or two where you can then rely on it more and then leave that job behind, or something of the sort. You may be looking for employment at this time for a select few drawn to the reading, and that's going to leave you with an important discovery of what you maybe didn't fully or haven't fully realized is going to work best for you. Okay, I didn't expect that to come out. Let's move on to the tarot portion of your reading. What else do we have for Aquarius? Okay, so there's going to be certain moments, to be honest with you, where the energy in that situation, regardless of whether, again, it's at home, work, where you're running your business, could be out and about spending money, you're going to find the energy at certain points, and it could be multiple situations it's pertaining to for you. The energy is just uncomfortable, off. You may be feeling a little bit stiff at certain points. Shake it off. If you can, adjust your physical location and maybe even cleanse your energy. But the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Cups, because, my friend, it's a time where you can't help but feel like your cup is meant to more than ever be overflowing, while you're looking into maybe even interviewing or setting up an appointment, attending an appointment of importance for an abundant new beginning for the near future, regardless of whether it's for the following month of April, or it's maybe a bit further down the line. I'm getting that you need to understand that the summer months, okay, I'm getting specifically, it may not be summer for you, but it is for me. I'm just getting that June, July, and August are going to be epically important for the transition, the transformation of your individual career, and even maybe when it comes to a financial obligation of some sort. And so it's almost as if this time in the remainder of the month, and then even, between now and the beginning of June, is really a preparation period, all right? And so I find that that's going to be a time for you where things are starting to change and switch up for you, transform more than ever. But it also just feels like you're thinking about doing what's right for you. I really do feel as if the situation, for whatever reason, there's a situation taking a focus for you where it holds its benefits for you. It's not perfect, but it's not the worst you've dealt with or had at hand. So it doesn't mean that you stick with it, right? If there are other options for you to dabble in or take a leap of faith in regards to. But it just seems to be a time for you where you want to see things switch up sooner rather than later, but they're saying trust in the timing, all right? It's going to happen when it's meant to. You can't, push the divine timing sooner, because it's just going to work against you rather than work in your favor. It may even create a blockage. But there's something about you gaining a golden opportunity, if not multiple, in the midst of moving on up. And I just sense that you're maybe at times in the midst of a very observant, strategic period. You can't help but look around and expect the best, while trying to enjoy yourself more. And this creates more golden opportunity for you. This creates more success. I honestly feel like you're going back to that leadership card. You're a true example to other people that when you put your best foot forward, when you put in, the consistent effort, things start to improve, change, increase for you. All right, things start to succeed more, and it's almost this feeling of you, even if you've been, say, moody at work or something of the sort recently, it's you being an example to others to enjoy themselves more, to maybe let it go, to be less uptight, because I wouldn't be surprised if one, if not multiple coworkers, or it could be who you're living with, just seems to be a bit uptight. It's like, that's not really the energy we're trying to flow with right now. But moving on to the tarot portion of your reading, or more so of which, there's also a feeling of you going through a period of divine cleanup. There's something about you needing to clean up yours and or other people's messes. I know for me it's going to be at my serving job, both customers and coworkers. But also they're saying having an exceptionally tidy organized living situation for you is going to be epically important for this. Really assists with your clarity, state of being, assists with you easily processing and accomplishing and, maintaining and increasing a motivated way of being. All right, because I do feel for a lot this a time where there's a lot to get done. There's a lot on your plate. You're really also having to take in a lot of information in regards to how something's changing, in regards to the future, maybe in regards to current day aspects of your career, maybe your finances. I also feel for some you have saved and are saving even more specifically, and it doesn't feel like a lot, but it's necessary because something maybe isn't going to be as large as you thought it was going to be or wanted it to be, and then you're able to pay that bill or make that investment, you name it, if not multiple. But we have the Five of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. They're saying in the midst of one, if not multiple situations where the energy is rough, there's maybe stress being created, or it just kind of comes to be, you're going to need to notice and focus upon more so the abundance in different forms, including financial rewards, once again, that you are receiving more than ever. Maybe feeling a bit lucky at this time in that sense, while just, it's like the stresses or the difficulties, the imperfections are standing out like sore thumbs. But they again want to remind you that you're moving on up in the ranks. Okay, there's something about you having exceptional numbers. And this could be more than one aspect of, say, that job or your business or both. But it does feel like either way, there's many reasons to celebrate, as you're going to want to more than ever see things go the distance. And this reminds you of what is meant to be continuously committed to, carried with you moving forward. All right. But I also sense that there's somewhat of a focus upon your destiny and how large that is, even if you don't even begin to understand what that entails and looks like. But as well, you're going to, again, the Seven of Cups talks about you getting a lot done slowly but surely. Again, a non-forcing way of being, but it's the sense of you at certain points, reassessing and going over your options in regards to change for the future, in regards to, as well looking at what's working for you and what's not, and maybe a combination of the two for certain aspects or one aspect of your money and career situations. But I know these were really random messages, excuse me, but they came out the way they were meant to. All right, so those are your money and career messages for the remainder of March. I am sending you so much love and light. Bye, Aquarius.